Welcome back, everybody. This is Frank, and with me is...
Albert, hello Frank. This is my first English cast, so I'm a little bit nervous.
You'll do fine, you'll do fine. We're gonna cast the game in 3, 2, 1, go. And in the upper right corner, we're seeing kkDash, the Terran player for our game today. And it's good luck, have fun. And in the upper left corner, it's Nobody, who is actually a player, and who is somebody. Game 1 of 3. Well, it's a game 1 of the best of 3, and indeed, we're seeing Tal'Darim Alder, Protoss versus Terran, so what can we expect, Albert?
Well, I don't know. I think that if you play against Nobody, that you should have a really good chance, actually, of winning, but I don't know if you play against this Nobody, if it's the same way.
Yeah, it might be a bit hard, yeah. Yeah, we're seeing Nobody prepare to put a pylon down at his choke, which is a bit odd against Terran, maybe. I mean, you can prevent Hellion run-bys or something, but usually if you put your buildings way out in front, the Terran can attack them without you being able to defend them. So
that's true, Frank. But it might also be for scouting purposes. So if you, for instance, you want to see when an SCV comes into your main, then you can see it, and when he tries to sneak anything by, you can always see that because of the pylon.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. Yeah, it gives you vision of your choke, basically, so whatever comes in, you'll see it, and you'll be able to send one of your probes after it. Yeah, every once in a while we see a Terran build a barracks or a factory in someone else's main, but usually, though, they build it somewhere else and then float it in, so you won't see it coming by the choke anyway.
Yeah, but sometimes we, of course, have like a 2-rex, a proxy 2-rex, and that's built inside the main of the Protoss player, and it's very hard to defend that if you don't scout it.
Oh, man, you know what happened to me the other day? I was playing on ladder as Protoss, trying to practice against Zerg, and then I was up against the Zerg, and I scouted his main, and I was like, well, there should be a pool or an expansion, and there was neither. And then, pretty late, there was a pool coming up, and I didn't make anything of it. What was actually happening is that there was a hatchery building in my main, which I only found out when it finished, and there was a queen.
Happens. And then all the Zerglings came out, and the queen came out, and she put some tumors into your base.
Mine crawlers everywhere, man. Game over. Game over, man. Game over. Oh,
yeah,
and the SCV gets in.
Yeah, the SCV gets in. Well, that's not really a big problem, I think. I don't think he was going for a full wall-off.
No, well, he could have placed his probe there so to prevent the SCV from coming in, but...
Oh, right. So, but now the SCV is in and can see everything that's going on, but actually not so much difference. Yeah, strange things are going on, except of course for that there's a lot of chrono boosts on the Nexus at the moment, and also that Nobody is supply blocked.
Aha, indeed. Well, so chrono boosting a supply block Nexus happens to me pretty much every game, and you shouldn't do it.
Yeah, you feel really bad when it happens, doesn't it?
Like your fingers are doing it. You're like, no, stop, fingers, don't do it, and then bam, you spend that.
You actually tremble and you chrono boost your Nexus twice. Yeah, I know that happens.
All right. We see a reactor coming down on the barracks by kkDash. Is he looking to expand off of this, or he's scouting around his base with his marine? Very good idea, because you never know when a Protoss is going to put down a pylon somewhere. Marine's going up, and he's bound to find
he's gonna see this probe that Nobody put here. That's really good scouting, actually. Or is he gonna see it? No, I think it's just gonna walk by.
No, he sees it. He sees it. Well, he can, actually. The Marine didn't, but kkDash could have seen it.
Yeah, but the Marine didn't see it, so I don't know if kkDash was actually paying attention. Here the probe now comes in and comes to check. The probe can see, I think...
No, he doesn't.
No, but he does see the bunker, so that's a very strong indication that there's not going to be some pressure, but there's just going to be an expansion. Exactly,
that's a very telltale sign of just a Terran playing it safe, wanting to have his expansion and not worry about probe run-bys or what have you.
Yeah. And there's actually also now a Twilight Council put in the back of the base of Nobody.
Sorry. For a second, I assumed it would be a Dark Shrine, but that's impossible.
What isn't right now that can still come, Frank?
That's true. That's true. Are we going to see a Dark Shrine? We're seeing.
It might. This is a really strange wall, by the way, from Nobody, with some pylons and some gateways. I think it's really afraid of Hellion run-bys.
We do see a starport coming down from kkDash now. So is he gonna play? I think he might be going for a Banshee, because he's got a tac lab finished that he built with his factory, and I think that he's gonna land the starport on the tac lab, and so we'll probably see a Banshee or maybe a Raven, and then he's gonna do some kind of fancy Raven push. But he doesn't really have anything to support that, so I think it's gonna be a Banshee. But so far the starport's not really lifting up.
It might be, but now the starport is lifting up, and indeed it is put into the tech lab. So he might go for a Raven, but presumably he's going for a Banshee. And funnily enough, on the other side we see Sol going for a Dark Shrine. So there's gonna be some cloaked shit going on around here.
Cloaked Banshees versus cloaked units, cloaked DTs. All right.
Here's the cloak starting for the Banshees right now. Also an armory for extra upgrades, I suppose.
Yeah.
And now the orbital from kkDash is also ready, so I guess it'll be floating over to the expansion right now.
Maybe he wants to make a Thor. I mean, he's got a tech lab on a Spectre, but it's not doing anything, and he's making an armory. So, he's making the tech for a Thor, but I'm wondering if he's really going to do it, because that would be pretty unorthodox, going Banshee and Thor.
Yeah, it would, but he could also make siege tanks. But he shoots. Yeah, he has enough money to produce stuff. But he isn't producing anything right now. 3 DTs are being warped in right now, and they are making their way to the main base of the Terran player. But
does he have any detection?
Yeah, well, he has scans, of course.
He's got no scans available at the moment. Both orbitals are at about 20 to 30 energy. So there is a slight window.
Can be painful. This is
does he see
another
it?
10 seconds. Yeah, he goes for the SCVs. He has to pull all these SCVs right now. All these SCVs are dying. These Dark Templars do so much damage.
And the Banshee is flying into nobody's base. Oh no, wait, he's pausing right in front of his base, not going in. Oh, the Marines are getting sliced up.
Oh, he has a scan.
And there's a scan. He doesn't get any of the Dark Templar.
Here comes the Thor.
The Thor.
But you can't see. Yeah, it can see. No, it can't see the Dark Templar right now.
Yeah, I thought. But just the effect of the scan, and the Banshee is still not doing anything.
No, it's still hanging outside of the base. This is really... 2 more Dark Templar actually warped in. And these 3...
The Banshee goes in. Oh, he scouts the Dark Shrine.
Very important.
And there we go. Let's see how many kills he's gonna get. He's not cloaking. He has cloak. There we go. Cloaks.
Right now, and he is going after some probes. And here comes a sentry, but just a sentry isn't enough against the Banshee.
Not really, no. It's
certainly with
fire,
cloak.
But yeah, the thing is, nobody doesn't have an expansion where he can put his probes now. So these probes are just going to be standing here doing nothing.
Yeah,
well, the Banshee
and he also doesn't have a robotics facility.
Oh, the DT is coming, but they're scouted by the Raven. He's actually made a Raven, and the Thor is just shooting away at the Dark Templar. But they're inside now.
They're inside now, so he should pull his Raven back in his floor. But
kkDash doesn't seem to notice. He's working on his Banshee. He's losing so many SCVs.
And the forge and the robotics facility are almost done. So maybe he.
There we go.
Maybe nobody can make something happen with the detection.
And there's the scan. Where's the Raven? The Raven's being lazy up here, not staying with the Thor.
Okay, I think all the Dark Templar are cleaned up, right?
I think they're all cleaned up.
There's 3 left. Oh, 3 just warped in.
Yeah, just warped. And the Banshee's run out of energy now, so it's no longer cloaked.
Okay, so finally, all the excitement dies down. It's 11 minutes and some
4
40
cannons
seconds.
coming up.
And there's 24 workers for the Terran player, and there's 21 workers for the Protoss player.
I think we can say that this is a low econ game with 5 cannons coming in.
Yeah, but high tech, right?
High tech, low econ. Oh yeah.
Also these Thors. I mean, what's gonna be his plan with these Thors?
I'm not
maybe
sure.
Gonna do a push with Thors. I think the Thor can get out, or can it?
Well, the other one got out, so they should be able to get out. Maybe he's thinking that he wants to defend against Mutalisk, something like that.
Maybe he thinks there's an extra player in the game, indeed.
And here comes some more DTs, and the Raven is out chilling in the back of the base, so the DTs can just run in.
Oh no! They just walk in!
They're gonna get some more kills, and they're gonna get the Thor. I don't think they should
all
focus
these
on
Marines, and here come the Banshees, but the Raven is still... He's pulling his Thor back, not a Raven!
And he scans just as they run away.
Oh, can these Dark Templar get some more kills? Yeah, they get some more SCVs.
And the Banshee is now defending back home. The Raven just flying by, but okay, all the DTs are cleaned up.
There's also still a Banshee outside of the natural of the Protoss player, and also now an observer. So I guess it should be fine now if people just keep an eye on their detectors.
Yeah,
there shouldn't be so much problem anymore. But.
The DT harassed by nobody has been so much more effective than kkDash's Banshee. But the thing is, kkDash is sitting on 2 bases. He has 2 orbitals dropping mules. So if you look at the income tab, he's actually ahead, or yeah, it's pretty much equal. But of course, kkDash is mining more gas because he has these 2 extra geysers.
Yeah, and well, it doesn't seem like nobody has any plans of expanding, although he has nearly 1,000 minerals at the moment.
Yeah, his macros is slipping.
Yeah, but I think I don't see why he shouldn't take this his natural expansion. It seems so like a normal thing to do. Now kkDash is checking if there's a natural expansion, and he sees there's no natural expansion, so he must be wondering what nobody is up to.
Yeah, maybe he's going for like a sneaky DT rush or anything. This sounds suspicious.
Like double Dark Shrine? Oh.
Yeah, I wish the Dark Shrine had like upgrades so that it would make sense that you build 2 Dark Shrines for double upgrades, but...
And if you have a Dark Templar, you could still cloak it, so it would be double invisible.
Yeah, it would be... You have to double scan in order to see it.
Yeah, that would be imbalanced, right?
That would be, yeah. Alright. Okay, so this Banshee is not gonna get the... Oh, actually, it might get the pylon.
Yeah, it might get the pylon. Where's the Observer? The Observer is just standing outside of the base. He should be able to see.
There it is, yeah. Oh, you might intercept the Banshee. As it comes back, it might get scouted. Oh, there's plenty of cannons in the base, so
yeah,
lots
but
of detection.
I don't think he will get it. No, the Banshee just flies away. And he also turns off the cloak, which is very good. In the meanwhile, nobody is making a base in the bottom right.
Wow, that's what I call a hidden expansion.
Yeah, that's very hidden. It's almost at the last place that kkDash would check.
Yeah, I mean, in a situation like this, I don't think I agree with going for this extremely, like, the hidden expansion, because, of course, his natural is kind of safe. I mean, he has all his forces there. He could blink up and down, maybe, if he gets blink to defend against Banshees. And the thing is, if his hidden base gets attacked, there's no way he can defend it. He has to rely on cannons or warping in units there, but then you've got your army in 2 different locations. So, while in some circumstances a hidden expansion can prove beneficial, I think that now it's just a risk that he didn't really need to take.
Well, it seems like nobody is really afraid of these Banshees because he's putting cannons all over the place, while he still has an Observer in his main base. So, yeah, I think he's just playing really safe, maybe a little bit too safe, because I think, well, if you look at the worker count, kkDash is already really far ahead right now, 48 workers to 31.
And we see lots of factories going down. So yeah, kkDash really going for a mech style army, and we see it pushing out now. And like, if you're playing against a mech style army, what you want to do is not let it get close by. If it gets to your doorstep and sieges up, you're not gonna get it out of there. Oh, and we see some DTs, but of course there's the Raven with the army, so the DTs get scouted right away, and there they go.
Yeah, but he sees this push coming, but I don't know what he can do against it, because if the tanks siege up, just like you said, outside of the main.
This is actually where nobody's fortunate that he's got this other expansion, because usually you'd have your natural here, and your mineral line could be shelled by the siege tanks from below, but now he doesn't have that problem, because his base is like way over on the other side of the map.
Yeah, so kkDash must be wondering, what do I do? Do I just siege up in front of the main, or do I go back and try to see if I can get some more forces to get another base? But maybe he really should be scouting, I think, because if you don't see, if it's like the 18-minute mark and you don't see an expansion from your opponent, you must be wondering where all this money is going to.
Definitely, yeah. And I'm not sure, like, yeah, the thing is, nobody's created such a choke in his own choke, basically, that he can't stream out and attack this. He can only work out with 1 unit at a time, and they're all getting slaughtered right now. This is not the best idea.
The siege tanks do so much damage, but he has 2 immortals, which are of course great against those siege tanks.
Burned down.
Oh, and this is a very indecisive. Tree decides to go back, but this is really difficult. Now he has lost a very large part of his army, and his wall is under fire.
Yeah. This is a really tough situation to get out of, mainly because, well, you can't really attack him, and you can't, he doesn't have blink. Oh, he has blink, so he could like blink around and attack the siege line from behind while moving out of the base. But I think maybe kkDash is helping him by cleaning out these buildings in the choke so that nobody can push out in all force, right?
Well, yeah, that's true. But on the other hand, I mean,
DT
he has so much forces.
DT tries to get in the main, but there's a turret there, and it gets taken out.
Yeah, and look at what these reinforcements that are coming from kkDash right now, moving across the map, and it's just so much stuff. all these Hellions, all these siege tanks, they're gonna reinforce this push.
The
All
Immortals,
these benches cloaking.
Immortals just pounding through those tanks, but there's so many cloaked Banshees, and there's even a point defense drone which doesn't do anything against the Immortals, but of course the Stalkers are pretty much worthless there. And there's the GG.
Yeah, that's a GG.
Or, well...
Something.
Something. What are they saying? Let's try again. Something like that. Alright, well, it was still an entertaining game. There was like two unorthodox, kind of cheesy builds against each other. The Cloaked Banshees was not really cheesy, but you know, there's a bit of a gamble in there. Because if you go Cloaked Banshees or DTs, you're kind of gambling or hoping that your opponent doesn't have detection. And apparently both of them were thinking the same thing. And well, we saw what happened.
Yeah, but it was really difficult because when both of those, those what you call cheesy builds maybe, when they were taken out, well, both players should go and macro on because, at that point you are both behind actually. So if you can say that. So
actually, nobody's not giving up.
No, but he still has his mining base, of course, and he is continuing to build in pylons and new gateways. He's really making a new base.
Alright, but as soon as kkDash destroys this Nexus, he's going to realize that there's another Nexus in the game, because nobody will not be revealed.
Yeah, so actually somebody will be revealed, and it will be nobody.
And it won't be nobody.
It won't be nobody. So maybe he's expecting, like, if he destroys all the buildings, that he says nobody has left the game, and then, well, he wins or something.
Yeah, there were. I remember in beta, people were actually doing that, just typing, their name and then say has left the game, and the other player leaves as well, and they win.
Yeah, that happened to me once as well.
Oh.
And I said, nice try.
Nice try.
And I slaughtered his base.
But okay, so I guess kkDash now has to be scratching his head. And should be scouting around the base or the map now. But okay, so there goes one Marine. You might want to take some more units and scout around.
Yeah, why not? I mean, you have so much stuff sitting here. You have all these Banshees which can fly over all the rocks.
Yep.
So he's now pulling back, I guess.
Yeah, let's pull back and let's go over what just happened and see what we do now.
In the meanwhile, kkDash has 4,000 minerals and 1,500 gas, so he is now making a lot of extra factories because, he can afford it. And he is also making some more supply depots because he is supply boxed, but he's also maxed. Now
he's maxed, and nobody's actually working on extended thermal lance for his soon-to-be Colossi. He doesn't have a robotics facility at the moment, but he's probably going to work on that because now he's researching thermal lance without even... Oh, there, yeah, of course, there's it. The robotics facility is being built now. But I don't think that even 1, 2, or 3 Colossi could stand up to this army that kkDash is sending slowly but steadily in the bottom right corner.
Yeah, well, actually he's first checking out the corner on the side, I guess, and the Hellions are gonna check the... Yeah, he's himself confused about what is going on exactly, but I'm sure he'll soon find out where his opponent is.
I can still win. Yeah, I think his chances of winning have gone down dramatically now that he's been scouted.
Yeah, now it's really hard for him.
No, this is...
But this army is still standing here, so it's not doing anything.
This is good. Never say die, never surrender. You can still win. Sure, your opponent can get complacent and want to play, I don't know, maybe try out some kooky strategies that fail, but no, kkDash is going to run in here and end the game.
Look at this entire group of SCVs standing here at the 4th of I don't know what you call this base, the 12 o'clock position. They're just standing here. I thought someone was trying to make a command center, but well, it's not actually happening.
Okay, so he locked up his Thor between his siege tanks. The Thor still can't get out. It's somehow stuck in there. I don't know how that happened. Oh, there's an SCV also.
Having a seizure.
Can't get out. Alright, so there's a pylon with its shell, so now there's another useless cannon here, unpowered. So kkDash is still working diligently on his expansions, but I think he can just end the game if he moves in with his Banshees. He really
sieges up his tanks like a really well, really careful Terran should, but
Yeah,
well,
so
honestly, he could just move in and kill everything.
kkDash has no detection except for the one pylon in his mineral line. So the Banshees could cloak, run in, and end the game. There they go. There they cloak up, and yeah, that's basically it.
Yeah, and even this big Colossus, I don't think it can help so much.
No.
But he could also just run his siege tanks in, and his Hellions, and his swords.
This game is over.
Yeah, he could probably end the game with any type of unit he prefers right now. He could just move in with all his Marines and kill
Mass
him.
Raven. Do you remember those Mass Raven games in the beta and early when the game was just released?
Yeah, that was
it
an
TLO
exciting
just had infinite Raven energy and threw down auto turrets wherever.
Yeah, that's great.
Alright, so that was the last of the pylons. Oh, there's one pylon left. So, now there's one pylon left. Okay.
Well, nobody really doesn't want to give up.
No, nobody really wants to get out. That's true, but I think he's starting to accept. Was it a good turn? Yes, it was. Yes, it was. We applaud you, nobody. Very good.
I always really appreciate it when people try to come back from seemingly hopeless situations, because sometimes it works. And
yeah, because there's an award in the NSSL. There's an award for the biggest comeback. So if you're ever far behind, and just try and come back, because if you come back and it's the biggest comeback, we're gonna have a vote on that. Then you can actually win a cool prize. I think we're giving out a GSL season ticket, something like that, maybe a T-shirt. Check the website; it's on there somewhere.
Oh, that's good. That's great.
So try and get the comebacks. But yeah, this looks like a scene from a single player or something that was set up. This is just the end of the game. All right.
Yeah.
Thank you all for watching. So that was the first game. So that's 0-1 for kkDash in this best of 3 series. We're going on to game 2. See you in a bit.